trust you're ready today to get another myth expunged from your thinking on the common myths of kingdom prosperity with Pastor Coates. Now here's today's myth. Here it is. A rich person cannot wholeheartedly serve God. That's what I think a lot of people believe to be true. Let me first of all lay a foundation. Every person, every Christian is called to serve God with their whole heart. On one occasion, Jesus was asked which one of the commandments is the greatest, and here's how he responded in Mark chapter 12. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one, and you shall love the Lord your God with all of your heart, with all of your soul, with all of your mind, and all of your strength. In other words, every Christian is called to wholeheartedly serve God. But here's the way the argument generally goes. A rich person cannot serve God wholeheartedly because they're too focused on other things. They're too focused on money. They're too focused on worried about material things. They're too distracted. And the critics of the prosperity message claim that a rich person, a prosperous person, is just too focused on other things and they cannot serve God with all of their strength. But I want you to think about something. Here's the myth buster. Listen to this. It is a challenge for everyone, rich or poor, to not be distracted by the other things in their life and lose their focus on wholeheartedly serving God. Do you think that poor people have no distractions? What about the distraction of living paycheck to paycheck? What about the distraction about worrying every day about how they're going to pay their bills, or the burden of credit card debt, or in extreme cases, worried about home foreclosure and being out of a house? I could go on and on. Let me give you a verse and point out a different perspective from what you might have traditionally believed. Jesus, in the parable of the sower, describing the seed that falls into the ground where it gets choked by the thorns, he lists what some of those thorns might be, and here's what he says. Mark 4:19. But the cares of the world and the deceitfulness of riches and the desires for other things enter in and choke the word. I think we often read that as the cares of this world and the deceitfulness of riches, they're all the same thing. Maybe he's warning the rich about the deceitfulness of riches, but maybe he's also warning others about the cares of this life, not being overwhelmed with how you're going to pay your bills and how you're going to survive and how you're going to just keep the creditors at bay. Yeah, I agree. There certainly is a warning to wealthy people to not place confidence in the riches, but there's also an encouragement to others to use their wealth in a way to make positive impact in the lives of other people. This is a wonderful verse. God told Abraham, who, by the way, was very wealthy. God told him, I will make you a great nation, and I will bless you and make your name great so that you can be a blessing. So the idea that wealthy people cannot serve God wholeheartedly because they're distracted just isn't true, because everybody has to guard against distractions and love God with all of their heart. So here's the prayer. We're going to pray once again today as we prepare to honor God in our giving. Pray it with me, right out loud. It'll be right there for you on the screen. Dear God, help me to serve you with all of my heart. I realize this is a challenge and a struggle for everyone, whether rich or poor. However, I want to keep my eyes on you regardless and serve you with all of my heart, soul, mind, and strength. Thank you again for exposing many myths in my thinking and for helping me to be set free. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen.